Once there was a little girl named Sarah. She lived with her grandfather in a small house in the heart of a forest. The forest was filled with secrets and wonders, and Sarah spent her days discovering them all. However, as much as Sarah loved the forest, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. Every night, as she drifted off to sleep, she would see a ghostly figure standing at the foot of her bed. Sarah was terrified of the ghost. She was too scared to face it. As Sarah grew older and went to college, she began to put those memories behind her. She forgot about the ghost and focused on her studies, determined to create a better future for herself. One day, Sarah received a phone call that would change her life forever. Her grandfather had passed away. He was her only family, since her parents had passed away long ago. Sarah was devastated. She loved her grandfather more than anyone in the world, and she couldn't bear the thought of losing him. She immediately packed her bags and made the long journey back to the forest house where she had grown up. She went there to mourn and remember him. As Sarah sat alone in the small, quiet house, surrounded by the memories of her beloved grandfather, she couldn't help but feel a sense of loneliness wash over her. She missed him terribly and wished more than anything that he was still with her. As the night went on, Sarah began to doze off, exhausted from the emotions of the day.
Sarah.
Suddenly, she was awoken by a faint whisper. At first, she thought it was just her imagination, but as the whisper grew louder and more distinct, she realized that it was real.
Sarah.
As she listened more closely, Sarah realized that the whisper was calling out to her. It was a familiar voice, one that she had heard long ago in her childhood. It was the ghost. She saw the ghost standing in front of her. Sarah was filled with fear as she remembered the ghost from her childhood, the one that had always appeared just out of reach and had terrified her. But as the ghost continued to speak, the girl realized that it was not there to harm her. It was there to offer her comfort and guidance in her time of need. Sarah wanted to know more about the ghost. The ghost revealed its true identity. With that, the ghost began to fade away, leaving the girl to ponder the events of the night.